Well, thank you for coming. 3 weeks ago, when I announced plans for a new city hall at 200 East Berry Street, I said that we were charting a new course for the city of Fort Wayne. I told you that it was an opportunity not just for our police department, but for every citizen of our city. I believe this community-based decision paves the way for greater Fort Wayne and for greater Allen County through cost savings and cooperation benefiting all taxpayers and residents. I firmly believe it is a platform on which we can build the future. 200 East Berry is a one-of-a-kind opportunity for downtown Fort Wayne. It will allow us to bring together all city departments, get the most out of every tax dollar, ensure the delivery of cost-effective, high-quality services for every resident, and make the best use of our resources. It will help us prepare for the future. It will help us retain flexibility and provide a long-term solution for space needs. Additionally, it will create new paths for community growth and for city-county cooperation. These are my fundamental goals in these tough economic times, goals that I am committed to achieving. During the initial news conference, I presented an overview of the plan, noting that it would bring together the City of Fort Wayne operations, including police department, neighborhood code, fire department administration, and all departments currently housed in the city-county building except 911 communications. I've asked Pat Roller, our city controller, to present the full 200 East Berry Street plan to you today. The June announcement gave you the scope of the plan and the highlights, but not the detail or the complete financials. The only way to have a real discussion about options or choices or the future is to have all of the facts. That's what today is all about. This presentation would have occurred already, but it was delayed by the county's request for further discussion, an accommodation that I was happy to make, and quite frankly, a discussion that I look forward to. In order to have open discussions, it is important that the community has the full picture, and that our dialogue be based on specifics, not assumptions or speculation, or emotion for that matter. I want to make sure there is a sound foundation for community discussion, one that is objective and factual. It's part of my promise to all of you to be straightforward about city operations and about the future of Fort Wayne. And with that, I'd like to ask Pat to walk you through the plan for 200 East Berry Street.
I'll be glad to. As you may know, last fall, maybe last summer, the county and the city got together to discuss the possibility of co-locating. The outcome of that group was that we could not get to a financially agreeable solution. And so what the city did is we started all over again, and we decided, okay, what were the guiding principles for the city of Fort Wayne and how were we going to move forward? And in the first slide, you can see our first issue was relocating the police department. That's been on the books for several years and was our primary objective. It also was to be centrally located, deliver, as the mayor said, cost-effective, high-quality services, and really long-term solutions for the city of Fort Wayne and for our community. The hope was, and it was my goal, to try to figure out how to reduce the property tax appropriation, as well as, again, to create new opportunities for our community. Why did the city consider moving the police department? I don't know how many of you were on the tour, but the Creighton Avenue lease does expire on actually September of '09. It is a 100-year-old building. It was adapted for public use or police use in 1994. And the 10-year-old issue, has been a growing financial concern. As you recall, 5 years ago, we tried to get the deal done, and we were not able to get it done at that time, so we certainly hope to get it done at the end of this lease. Some of the other issues there's fire safety issues. As you know, there is one staircase. There are no fire exits outside the building. The inability to separate the staff, the witnesses, and suspects is an issue at that building. And obviously, since 1994, there's been approximately 100 additional employees in that building. It does hamper productivity. We've done what we could to accommodate that, but it has and continues to be a difficult issue. And obviously, you have general problems in an old building as it relates to energy issues. So the issues as to why we're moving the city, the police department, sorry, we're not moving the city. We have rental payments of about $200,000. We have maintenance and repairs that continue to grow over $400,000 currently. That will continue to grow. We are putting off various maintenance items that are needed because we felt that there were a better solution in the near future. The police department has determined, along with a study, that there's a need for about 500,000 additional square feet. And quite frankly, the whole area it's very poorly configured to try to serve the police department when you think of witnesses, suspects, and employees. I also have a picture, or some pictures in your packet as to what the police department looks like. It is, when I did the tour, I was really quite taken aback about how people are crammed into that space, and the need was very clear to me, and the mayor pushed me very hard to make sure we got this done to accommodate the police department. The other issues that were considered, what the mayor said, to serve the public and to save taxpayer dollars. The city-county building lease is going to be up December of 2010. And so it only made sense at that point to evaluate all the city and police needs, not just the police needs. Although we were also very aware of the national and local economic issues that are facing not only the community but at the national level as well, with Hospital 1001 coupled with what we expect to be declining seat of revenues because of obviously the job situation here in our local area. What did we look at? What other kind of space options did we look at with the police department? Well, we looked at remaining at Creighton Avenue. We looked at the Anthony Wayne Bank building. We looked at other big box, commercial boxes. Last fall, we did our effort with the county to merge and co-locate. At that time, the discussion was to put police and the sheriff in the city-county building and move the city and the county administrative offices over to the 200 East Berry. For financial reasons, that didn't work. We also looked at a new building, and then we finally looked at 200 East Berry. On the next sheet, you will see some of those cost estimates. To remain at Creighton Avenue is about $17.3 million in renovations in a building we don't own and may or may not want, given the fact that it's over 100 years old. We looked at the Anthony Wayne Bank building. The Anthony Wayne Bank building does have 120,000 square feet. It has 250 parking spots. The column structure in those parking slots are very difficult and hard to maneuver. It has 15 floors, so functionality became a question. And because of the small floor plate, when we looked at functionality, we just thought it was a difficult building to work with. Again, we talked about a county merger. Just couldn't get to mutually agreeable terms. The new building for a police department, there was an estimate of $22 million. And then East Berry Street, with renovations, is $14.5 million. So the conclusions of the city were the 200 East Berry Street does have the capacity to deliver the services. It is centrally located. The condition of the building is excellent. As you may know, Lincoln Financial Group put in excess of $20 million